All right, back in Baseball Max by Strat-O-Matic in my 61 Yankees season. Thought we'd look around a little bit before we jump in. Yankees are 6-5, 3.5 games behind Detroit. Philly leads it in the NL 9-4 over Cincinnati and St. Louis. Now, of course, if you're dealing with 61, the big question is how are Maris and Mantle doing? So we'll take a quick look at the Yankees stats. And you see right now Maris has hit 4 homers to Mantle's 3, although Mantle's hitting 375 to Maris's 231. So yeah, if you look at averages, Blanchard, Thomas obviously haven't playing regularly, but Howard's hitting 474, Yogi's hitting 385, and then Mantle with looks like 40 ABs is hitting that 375. Kubek is next at 273. So Mantle's been off to a pretty hot start, even though he's one behind Maris on homers. Yankees are playing Cleveland in this game. Terry went 7 innings in the actual game, and then Arroyo pitched the final 2. So we'll see what happens here. But Maris and Mantle batting 3 and 4 here in the lineup. That has not been the case for a lot of this year, but here they are batting 3-4 with Kubek leading it off. So let's just jump in and play. Dealing with a left shoulder problem, so I'm going to try and get through this without crying or screaming in pain. And Terry will be on the mound, and Johnny Temple will lead it off, batting looks like 263. And we got to just make a couple of changes here so we get the cards up, which I always forget to do in the first batter. And here we go. Let's play. Righty-righty matchup to start. And we got a 3-4 and a fly ball to right field to start things off. Roger Maris takes care of that. There's one out for Tito Francona, batting 314 in the early season. Getting close to wrapping up April, so we are starting to get some stats in. There's a ground ball to first. Skowron handles that. 2 out, nobody on for Jimmy Pearsall, batting 260 with a couple of homers for Cleveland. And 6-8, that's going to be a base hit. It's a C stealer, so Terry is a +4 hold, so he could very well try and get the lead here. Kirkland, 273 average, no home runs. I would try and get the lead if I was Jimmy Pearsall. Let's see what happens. And there he goes. He's unable to get the good lead, so let's see if he's going to stay put. And Kirkland will bat. And a 2-5 struck him out. Terry gets his first strikeout, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. Tony Kubek hitting 273 on the early season. He has not been in the leadoff hitter spot a lot, I don't think, this year. I remember Richardson being there, but he's leading off here. And 311 is a pop-up. Makes sense leading off against the righty. He's left-handed, but there's one out, nobody on. Hector Lopez batting 239 with a homer, will bat second. And a 1-8 is just going to be a fly ball to left field. Francona puts that away for 2 quick outs. Bring up Roger Maris. So Maris is hitting 231, but he does have those 4 home runs, leading the Yankees right now in 61. And a 3-7. Oh, wow. He just managed to find the ground out to second base in that column. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, all looking good, but he found the ground out. So we're going to go to the top of the second inning. Terry back on the mound facing Bubba Phillips, batting looks like 220 with a homer. And that's going to be problems right there. 1-10 is a home run on the split. It's a 4. And the Cleveland Indians are going to take the lead. Bubba Phillips gives them a 1-0 lead. That'll bring up Vic Power batting 275. So it's 1-0 Cleveland. And that's trouble. There's another split. And this is going to be a base hit. So the split goes in the Yankees' favor in this case. Double was 1-15. Power's on. He's a D runner. Now Terry is a +4. Woody Held batting 289 with 4 home runs. Will bat. Runner on first, nobody out. The game has corners in, and that might be correct, but I don't want the corners in, so we're going to set him back. If he bunts, that's okay. He's trying to get a lead, unable to get the lead. Working towards the bottom of the order. And that's a 2-9 strikeout. So 1 out, runner on first. For John Romano, batting 308 with a homer. Runner being held on base. Runner on first, 1 out. And we got a 4-7 fly ball to center field for the second out. So got the homer and the single, then 2 quick outs, and Jim Perry will bat. Doesn't look like too much of a hitting pitcher, 167. And with 2 outs, he's going to have to swing. Off the pitcher's card, though, shortstop X, and an error. So whenever you get off the pitcher's card, things can happen. And an error by Tony Kubek at short. So first and second, 2 out, turns the lineup over. Not what Terry wanted to see. Big error by Kubek to allow Temple to come up. First and second, 2 out. Terry's going to have to make a pitch. And a 4-9, he's not going to do it. Home run, single one tonight because he's a W power. Double 10-20. And it is a base hit. Got lucky here that he's a W power. Now let's see what the base runners are doing. And the runner is going to just score automatically. So first and third, 2 out, 2-0. Indians jumping out here. The error very costly here in the second inning. Francona will bat. And the runner on first is going to try and get the lead. A pickoff attempt. This would be huge, but he gets back in safely. That would be a very bad mistake if you get picked off first there. So now Francona will bat. And a 6-9 is a base hit. So that error very costly. It's going to be 3-0, and now the runner on first is going to try for third. Safe chance 25% with 2 out. Let's try and get him. Throw to third. 16-20 is out. But a 14, he's safe. Worth the risk there, but it doesn't work. So we're going to have second and third, 2 out for Jimmy Pearsall. We'll pitch to him. It's 3-0 Indians. Not all Terry's fault with the error, though. And that's just going to be a ground out to get him out of the inning. The error cost Terry 2 more runs. And it's 3-0 bottom 2. Mantle batting 375 with 3 homers will bat. And a 3-9 is a strikeout. Strikeout for Perry. 1 out, nobody on. And I'll bring up Yogi batting 385 with a homer. And that's just going to be a fly ball to center field. Jimmy Pearsall puts that away for the second out. Yankees trailing 3-0. Scouring up batting 268 with a homer. And that is a ground out. And that's going to be the second inning. We're going to go top of the third. That was a catcher's card X grounder to Romano. So Kirkland will bat against Terry. Terry's going to try and settle down here and hold him. And that's not a great start as a home run 1-9 on the splits. And an 8. And it is 4-0. Kirkland with a home run. His first of the year. It's 4-0 for Bubba Phillips. Terry did not pitch better in the actual game than he's going right here, although the error certainly hurt him. There's a ground out. 1 out for Vic Power. Power's 1 for 1 in the game. And a 5-6 is a ground at a first. So that's going to be 2 quick outs after the homer, and Woody Held will bat. Woody Held is 0 for 1. Does have 4 homers on the season. And that's just going to be a ground at a third. But the solo homer makes it 4-0 bottom 3. Cleet Boyer batting 222 with 2 homers. And that's a fly to center. So Perry's in control right now. Has not given up a hit here in the bottom of the third. Bobby Richardson batting 229. And that's a pop-up. So 2 out, nobody on. Pitcher will hit. It's third inning, and it's still 1961 baseball. It's a little early to take him out. Remember, 2 of those 4 runs were unearned. And Terry's going to pop to short. So we're going to go top 4 with the Indians leading it 4-0. And Terry will face Romano, who's 0 for 1 with a homer on the season. And 5-9 is a grounder to short. And another error by Kubek. Oof. Kubek has made 2 errors in this game. Runner on first, nobody out for Perry. Now, do they have the corners in automatically? Yeah, they have the corners in. So corners in for the pitcher. He's probably bunting. And there it goes. Pops it up. Double play. So a big help there as Kubek gets off the hook for his second error as Terry gets the pop him up double play. Yogi Berra able to get it. And there's 2 out, nobody on for Temple. Temple's 1 for 2 in the game. Has not hit a homer on the season, and we got another X reading and a ground out. So that one is fielded by Kubek. And we're going to go bottom 4. Kubek will lead it off. He needs to try and make up for these poor fielding plays. And he does get a base hit here, so he's on. He's an E runner, and they're down by 4, so he's not going anywhere. Perry's also a -1 hold. Lopez will bat. They need to string some hits together. That's a fly to right, X, and a double. So the X chart comes in handy there on a long drive to right. Could not make the play, and the Yankees get their first run as Kubek is able to score on that play. So runner on second, nobody out. Yankees on the board. It's 4-1, and Maris with one swing can make this a 1-run game. 4-8 is just going to be a fly to center for the first out. Bring up Mickey Mantle. Obviously very dangerous here. He's 0 for 1, but he's got 3 homers, and he's batting .366, looks like, on the season. And a 6-6 is a base hit. Now, in this game, 2 stars doesn't automatically mean the run scores in max, so we got an option. 60% is not enough for me, down 3 runs. So with 1 out, we're going to hold them. So there, if you're playing cards and dice, you're scoring them, but here it's a option. So first and third, 1 out. Yogi Berra is going to be up. Perry's looking for the double play. 5-6, base hit. Yogi comes through, and it's 4-2. Yanks cut the lead in half. And the runners are on the corners here with 1 out for Bill Skowron. First and third, 1 out. Yankees getting back into this game. Again, Perry looking for the double play to get out of it. Skowron looking to get that third run in somehow. Skowron's 0 for 1 in the game. 5-11's a shortstop, a ground ball double play. 6-4-3 gets him out of the inning. Perry does give up 2, though, so the game is now 4-2. Lead cut in half. Let's see if Terry can hold the Indians here in the top of the 5th. Rancona's 1 for 2. Indians trying to get some of those runs back. There's a grounder to short. Kubek fields that one. 1 out. Jimmy Pearsall, 1 for 2 in the game. He does have 2 homers on the season. Ground ball back to the pitcher X, and Terry's able to field it. 2 out for Kirkland, who's 1 for 2. And a 6-7 struck him out, so Terry does do the job there. After the Yankees get 2 back, he shuts them down. So we go bottom 5, 4-2. At least we got a ball game here. Clete Boyer will bat. He has hitting .214. He's got 2 homers on the year. He's 0 for 1 in the game. And there's a fly to left for the first out. 1 out, nobody on. Bring up Bobby Richardson. Richardson's 0 for 1 in the game. 5-8, that's going to be trouble, though. Here's another split reading. 16, base hit. He's a C. Not going anywhere, but Terry's going to try and bunt him the second, get him in the scoring position. It's only the 5th inning, so he's staying in the game, but he is going to try and bunt. And he gets the job done. So the Yankees will have a runner in scoring position with 2 out for the top of the order, and Tony Kubek. Kubek's 1 for 2 in the game. Base hit here can make the game interesting. 6-10's catch a card X, and a wild pitch. Interesting. So the runner gets to third now with 2 out, and Kubek's going to get another chance. So we got a wild pitch on the catcher's card X reading. And the pitch to Kubek, and a 2-7's popped to second. So he doesn't get the job done with the runner on third and 2 out. And we're going to go to the sixth, 4-2 Cleveland. Terry is a starter 7 innings, so we're in the sixth. He's still okay. Bubba Phillips. And that's a home run, ballpark home run check. 1-2 on the homer. And it's a 1. Oh, wow. Only 1-2 on the home run right-handed. Bubba Phillips gets a 1. And it's 5-2 Cleveland. How about that for odds? Vic Power will come up. He's 1 for 2. That was an unlikely homer, but he got it. Ground ball to first. 1 out. Big home run. 1-2 on the homer. He gets a 1. Woody held 0 for 2 in the game. And there's a second base X and a ground out. Richardson handles that one for the second out. And that'll bring up John Romano, who is 0 for 2, batting .293 on the season. And a 3-8 is a ground ball to Terry. And we're going to go bottom 6, but now it's 5-2 off of that home run. And Lopez will bat against Perry. Wow. 4-3 right field X. Fly ball out. Kirkland makes the play. 1 out. Bring up Roger Maris. He's 0 for 2, batting .220 with the 4 homers on the year. And a 2-7's a walk, though. So Mantle will come up with a runner on base. Maris not going anywhere. So runner on first, 1 out for Mantle. Obviously, 1 swing could make this interesting again. 4-8's not going to do it, though. That's a fly to center. Pearsall puts that away for 2 out. And it's up to Yogi here in the bottom of the 6th. Here we go. 3-6. Popped them up. And we're going to go to the 7th with Cleveland leading at 5-2 now. They have found the seats a couple of times in this game. Jim Perry is going to lead it off, and I would assume he's going to hit. But let's see. Yep. 2-7 struck him out for the first out. Terry's still out there for the Yankees. 5 runs on the board, but 2 were unearned on Kubek error. That opened the floodgates. And a 6-5 fly to right. So there's 2 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Francona, who's 1 for 3 in the game. And we got a 4-6 fly ball to center. So we're going to go bottom 7, 5-2. And Moose Skowron will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a ground to third. 1 out, nobody on. Bring up Clete Boyer. Clete Boyer batting .207 with 2 home runs. 5-10's a walk. So Boyer's on with 1 out. There will be a pinch hitter for the pitcher if we get there. Richardson is up with a runner on first, 1 out with the pitcher in the hole. Just swinging here. 5-8, that's danger right there. There's a split reading. Yankees do not get that 1-2 that the Indians got, but it's a base hit. Skowron's probably holding, and he is. So we're going to have first and second, 1 out. Now we got to find a pinch hitter. Maybe Johnny Blanchard. Let's take a quick look. So we have first and second, 1 out. And I think I'm going to go with Blanchard. We also have Gondor. I'm going to go with Blanchard because 1 swing can tie this game up. Blanchard will bat. First and second, 1 out. Blanchard's hitting .500, has not gone yard yet. This would be a good time for his first. Here's the pitch from Perry. 4-11. Ballpark homer check. 1-8. Oh, and it's a 15. Oh, drama at the stadium, but he doesn't get it to the warning track. And we're going to hold runners. First and second. Now 2 out. That was close. Blanchard almost tied this game up with a 3-run homer. All right, first and second, 2 out for Kubek. Splits did not go to Yankees' way there. 5-9, and that's a fly to left. So Perry gets out of it. That was dangerous, but now we need a pitcher. Now, Arroyo was the only other guy who pitched, but this is a 5-2 deficit. They have righty, lefty, righty coming up. Don't really want to use him in a 5-2 game. I'm going to go with Doran. Oh, I got to put him in the pitches. I always forget with this when they're batting. You got to put him in the slot that they're batting. All right, here we go. Ryan Doran's going to come in against Pearsall here. Top 8, 5-2. And there's a foul out to the catcher for the first out. 1 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Willie Kirkland. Kirkland is 1 for 3 in the game. 2-11, and that's a walk. So a 1 out walk. He is a C, and Duran does not hold runners on very well, so he could try something. Runner on first, 1 out for Phillips, who's 2 for 3, and he is trying. And he's unable to get the lead. See if he tries it anyway. Doesn't look like it. 5-9, struck him out. Second out of the inning. Runner on first, 2 out for Vic Power, who's 1 for 3, batting .278. Righty-righty matchup. And a 3-8 is a grounded to second. So we're going to go bottom 8. Cleveland leading at 5-2. Yankees had a chance. Blanchard sent the outfielder to the wall. Threatened a 3-run home run, but it wasn't enough. So we stay 5-2. Lopez 1 for 3 with a homer will lead it off. And there's a fly ball to center field X, and Pearsall puts it away for the first out. Bring up Roger Maris. And a 3-2 fly ball to right. 2 out, nobody on. Perry still out there. He survived that Blanchard at-bat, and now he's feeling pretty good about himself. Mantle 1 for 3 in the game. And 1-8's a walk, so Mantle will be on with 2 out. Obviously, Mantle can run, but down 3, he's going to stay where he is for Yogi. Yogi Berra's going to bat. He's 1 for 3. Hitting .379 on the season. 2-7. Ground ball. He did it again. It's the second time this has happened. No, I think once to somebody else. So they found that out in a sea of base hits. So we go top 9, and Woody Held will lead it off. He's 0 for 3. And a 1-7's a grounder to second for the first out. That will bring up Romano. 2-7, and there's a grounder to third. Another out amongst a lot of good stuff. 2 out, nobody on, and Perry will probably bat. Let's see if they're going to let him try and finish this game or not. Nope, they're going to take him out. Don Dillard will pinch hit. He's batting 143 with a homer. So we're going to get a new pitcher in the bottom of the 9th. 2-6, I think I would have maybe let him give it a shot. But there's a walk. Runner on first, 2 out. He's an East Steeler. He's probably not going anywhere. Temple will bat. And a 3-7 fly ball center field. So we're going to go bottom 9. Let's see who they bring in. Barry Latman's going to come in. He comes in with a 4.15 ERA. It's bottom 9. Yanks down by 3. Skowron's going to bat. And a 6-9, and that's going to be a base hit at least. Could be a double. We're on the split reading, and it's an 18, and it's a base hit. So we got a runner on first. Nobody out. Down 3. Cleet Boyer will also bat. And a 1-6 ground ball double play. So that's 2 out, nobody on, and Latman gets the twin killing. Bobby Richardson will hit. 4-11, and this is going to be a single or an out. 1-2 for the single, and that's a fly ball out, and that is the ball game. Cleveland beats the Yankees 5-2. Blanchard had a chance, came up just short of tying this game up. We can take a quick look at the box score, and not too much on the Yankees side. Richardson the only one with 2 hits. And the Indians had, I think, 3 home runs in the game? 2 or 3. 2. Kirkland and Phillips homered. for the Indians. And you see Perry with a nice 6-hit, 8-inning outing. Terry, 7 innings, gave up the 5 runs, but only 3 were earned because of those Kubek errors. He did give up 3. Is it 3 home runs? Did someone hit 2? Oh, did Phillips hit 2? Yeah, I think Phillips hit 2. So I thought there was a 3rd home run. Wow. So let me see Phillips' line. Phillips was, 2 for 4 with the 2 RBIs. All right, well, that was a good game, and thanks for watching.